Patience, come on in. Just gonna pull you up. Maybe Facebook has been playing games with me all morning. All daggone morning, y'all. Come on. There we go. I gotcha. Hello, y'all. We are going to do the blue and white snowflake kit. So it comes with your blue and white snowflake fabric. Cable mount is attached, so all you need to do is add your zip tie or pipe cleaner to attach it to your board. It comes with a small Unique in the Creek board. It comes with your bag of zip ties. And I just realized I didn't load my board, y'all, but that's all right. We'll make it a teaching moment. And it comes with your 10 yards of the snowball mesh. This kit is available on my website, monkeyscreations.com. Yeah, this one is still in stock. It was this morning when I checked. So, here is my layout if you want to screenshot that. Screenshot away. So, now what does all this mumbo jumbo mean? So, where it says 2, we're going to put 2 petals. Where it says 1, we're putting 1 petal. Where there's an X, we're doing the Liz petal. And where there's a dash and an X, we're doing 2 Liz petals and not just 1. Okay? So there you go. So let me bring you down and we will load our board. So we are only doing row 3, y'all. So you're going to need 24 rolled petals. And then we're going to do the extra Liz petal. Okay? So you're going to take your zip tie, flat end of the zip tie straight up. It's too early to confuse you. I'm sorry. Flat end of the zip tie up to the ceiling. We're going to go down 1 set of holes. Let me zoom y'all in while I do this, since I don't normally do this. So down 1 set of holes right up the next, and we can zip them up. Now this one's going to be like a stitching all the way around. We are using every regular set and every shared set. So we're going to go right into this one, up to this one. All the way around. Hello from Scotland. Look at Linda making it on time this morning. Now actually on the one where we're putting 2, I think I'm gonna leave that open so we don't have to try to get all of those petals into that zip tie. I think we can do it, but we might cuss a little bit. So we're just gonna leave the one where we're putting 2 petals open. Just barely. So it doesn't take long to load it. I just usually like to have it done before I jump on here. We're making the blue and white snowflake kit. We're going to be using the rolled petal and the Liz petal. Use bleep bleep for cussing? Yeah, I do kind of, I just cuss in my head. It doesn't normally come out. No, cussing is normal, Michelle. In my head, though. I try not to do it out loud when I'm live. But when I'm just sitting here by myself and not live, Lord, we could be in a whole lot of trouble. So there's what this mess looks like. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do the rolled petal. I always keep one of the insides of my mesh rollers. These are all, I did wood burn these, but you really don't have to with these petals. When I'm prepping the night before, I just automatically wood burn everything because I never know what kind of petal or anything I'm doing till I wake up in the morning usually. You've been doing it wrong. So you're going to take this one. It's going to be curl side up, diamond shape. We're going to take the inside of our mesh roller, line it right up here at the corner, and we're just going to roll it, y'all. Can't get much easier than that, right? Pull the mesh roller out. This part where we stopped is going to go straight down, and then we're going to smush and bring both of those together, kind of lining up our tips. And then we're just going to band it, y'all. Just like that. Easy peasy. All right, for the Liz petal, once again, I had 4 extra. So what I do is I figure out how many rolled petals I needed, and then I figured out how many pieces I have left, and that's when I decide how many Liz petals we're going to need. Okay, so I figured 1 in all of them, or I'm sorry, how did I figure that? 1 in the big. So the one where we're putting 2 petals, 2 rolled petals, is getting the Liz petal and an extra. And then I had 4 left over, so 4 of these got 2 of them. Does that make sense? So I have 1, 2... Hold on. I gotta count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4. Okay, we're good. So we're going to take this, curl side up, diamond shape, top corner to the bottom corner, bring our tip up just underneath that fold, and then bottom up completely to the top. Then we're going to take one of our single ones. Now right here's our folded edge, so I'm going to make sure my folded edge is on that same side. I'm going to take it just like that and just wrap this petal around this petal, and then we're going to band it again. Hi, hi. Ouch. Don't do that. Okay, so then we have our 2. So we're going to do that one more time. 10 by 10, curl side up, diamond shape, top to the bottom, bottom almost to the top, bottom completely to the top, hold that down, bleep, folded edge to folded edge, wrap that petal around your other petal and band right over it. Just like that. Okay. Now I am going to, because we're putting all of these in at the same time, so to make it a little bit easier, we're going to trim off the excess. Self-bleep. Yes. So you will need all 32 pieces that come in your mesh. Okay, so let me get this out of our way. So we're going to start right here with the 2. So in the 2 rolled petals, we're also gonna have our Liz petal and an extra, so that means 2 Liz petals. Okay, so we're gonna put our rolls side by side. Y'all, Facebook, do you like being zoomed in like that? Are you good? Or should I bring you out just a little bit? Make sure the part you have up is the folded part and not the edge part. And we're going to lay that right over, just like that. Okay, now I know they kind of spread out right now, but once we get the board full, the other meshes will hold these together. Okay, so the ones next to it are only getting 1 roll petal. Okay, I kind of did that when I started in the wrong one, so we're going to do the opposite. So this one's getting 2 rolled petals and 1 Liz petal. So 2 rolled and 1 Liz. So we're just doing every other, 2, 1, 2, 1. And we've got 1. And 2. 1. I feel like a exercise video. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. And there she is, Elizabeth. She is the one that came up with this Liz petal. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, look at that, y'all. Isn't that cool? Bend up and down. All right, I need to stop. I need to stop. And then 2. So there's 2, so I need a single. See, this is what I mean. Leave those bigger ones open. I mean, it'll go in there, but it's just easier to leave them open. You just got up. What in the world? So we need 2 and a double. So I just try to line up these elastic bands so that they all get zip tied in the zip tie. So see how once we're getting all these on here now, that the petals are kind of smushing and coming all in together. Submission. So 2. So that's what I mean by lining up those bands. And then 1. And 2. See, we're almost done, y'all. We're almost done. Thanks. You know, some people use different color meshes and, you know, different things to get different effects. But even if you do different petals all in the same color, you can still get an awesome effect. Okay. Two and 1. Geez, I could have had this done in 15 minutes, y'all. All right, get our zip tie gun. It tightens and cuts the zip ties all at once. A quickie. Yes. Sometimes that's what we need. All right. Oh, look how pretty that is, y'all. Oh, I forgot. Facebook, you're still in. And down. Now all we have to do is put on our Senna. And then what are we going to do? Then what are we going to do? So, this Senna comes with your cable mount already attached. Just add your pipe cleaner or your zip tie, whatever you want. Take them, put them both in those 2 Senna holes. In those 2 very Senna holes. Okay, just like that. And then this will get cut down and then put right back into the hole so you don't scratch your customer's door. Then you'll find the top. Take another zip tie or whatever you use to hang yours. Zip it up. And that's what we hang it from. There you go. Good morning, good morning. Isn't that pretty with that blue right in the middle? So I'll just go through and make sure all of these petals are sitting side by side. See how some of them, they kind of come up just a little bit. So I want them sitting side by side, all nice and pretty. So there you go. Now, I would not recommend using just a plain white decomesh, like a value mesh, because you're going to be able to see the board through it. You can't see the board through this one because it has the full and the snow drift, that kind of stuff. But if you're using a really thin mesh, you may have to do both rows. So we only had to do row 3. But if you use a very thin mesh, you may have to use row 2 as well. Okay? Want to screenshot that? All right. That's all I got for y'all. There's that kit. Tomorrow we will probably do both of the red kits. I'm only going to make one of them though, but you'll be able to see. I'll try to come up with something a little bit different. Again, we'll see. All right. that's all I got for y'all. Yep, that was the small board. The small boards come with all these kits so that we could do fun little things like the one we did yesterday with the gold, and now the fun little things we did with this white. Okay. Snowdrift as well, absolutely. Are you ready for your craft fair? Lord, I didn't remember craft fairs were so hard and time consuming. So yesterday I started cleaning up the wreaths. So when I make a wreath live, I take pictures and then it gets hung up till it's sold. Once it's sold, then I clean it up and put all the pipe cleaners in place and, you know, all the finishing touches. So that's what I was doing yesterday to all of them, and pricing them. So, you know, going through and adding the price tags to each wreath and candy cane and all those kinds of things. And then I've got another box going of things that I need to take, like business cards and buttons and tools, because I'm probably going to be making bows there as well. So although that stuff's got to go in a box, but then some of it I have to leave out because I still have to go live this week, right? So it's just it's a mind game. So every day I'm pulling something back out of the box because I need it for my lives right now. But it's just crazy, and it's just a one-day event. Thank goodness. Well, I don't know, because doing all this work for a one-day event, it's like it should be 2 days to make it worth it. But I'm not making up a whole bunch of wreaths to take with me. I'm just kind of taking what I have and making a couple more like Texas size Christmas wreaths, right? Because this is the first time I've been to this one. So I hear it does get a ton of foot traffic. So, you know, I don't want to make up a whole bunch to take to a show that may flop one year, or, you know, so I figured I'd take what I have, just make a couple extra and some candy canes and see how it goes. And then that'll determine, one, whether I do it again next year, and two, if I need to bring more. So this one's just kind of a feel it out kind of thing. And then I'll be able to make bows. So I'm taking all kinds of my Christmas ribbon, and we can make bows and those kinds of things. So this one's just kind of we're just feeling it out to see if we even want to do it again. So there you go. Bring lots of business cards. Love the Texas size wreaths. Yeah, I am, because I don't make a lot of those anymore. So I am making a couple. I made one yesterday, and I'll probably make one or two of those today. The big Texas size wreaths. And just see, you know, just got to feel it out. It's very time consuming carrying everything there. Yeah, Diane, what I did was, like, look, y'all, I'm a think smarter, not harder, work not hard. So I rented a U-Haul. They didn't have any vans, so I got the smallest truck they had. And so I'm literally filling my carts. So I have the utility carts, the laundry hanging carts. So I'm filling those, and then we're just literally gonna slide those carts in. They're all on wheels. I'm gonna zip tie them to the walls, and I'm done. All I have to do is pack my carts, my tables, my chairs, and my other box type stuff. So that's the plan anyway. You might get orders. I don't do customs. So if I get orders, it'll, you know, already be on like the multiples that I can and will do. But I don't do customs on big Texas size wreaths. So that makes it easy. But, you know, I broke down and just rented a U-Haul. Something to hang the wreaths on. Yes, I've got this shelving. I've got the metal shelving. So we're going to take that metal shelving, like the shelving that I did on my flower tower. I've got 4 walls. So we're literally going to zip tie them all together, stake them to the ground. I've got 2 sets of those. And then I've got a set of the 3 because I left the rest of my shelving in Texas, you know, not thinking. And that will hold my bows, my candy canes, you know, those kinds of things. We also have a 20 by 20. So I have plenty of room. We got 2 10 by 10 side by side. So I have plenty of room because Taylor's going to be there as well, and she's going to be selling her earrings. So I had to get 2 canopies, and then I had to get some sidewalls because, you know, if it's really windy on one side, I can throw up a wall. If the wind changes, I can throw up the other wall. You know, so just thinking of all those variables in my head and trying to be logical is what I'm doing. So this wreath ends up being about 21 inches. And then it also allows me the canopies, because we have 2, I can hang wreaths from the sides at the top. So I think I'll have plenty of room. So that's it in a nutshell. See and learn and feel it out. Tablecloths are on the way. Amazon. Just ordered this wreath. Can't wait to get it. Yay. Take some pictures so we can see. I definitely will, for sure. Because it'll definitely be a teaching moment, you know, for you and for me. Because, you know, first time doing it. And I did one. The VFW had asked me to come out. And so I did one. And after that, I was like, that's too much work, man. And I hadn't done one since. So it's been quite a few years. 21 inches, Mickey. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Back to work. And I will see y'all tomorrow. All right. Bye, y'all.